Hello everyone, welcome back to CC at Sea. Today we are covering day 5 on board the Carnival Venezia, and we are stopping at Port Nassau, Bahamas. And this is actually the second time that I've been to Nassau. The very first cruise I took on the Carnival Magic, we went to Nassau as well. However, we stayed on the ship at that port, and it was actually when the port had just become open after all the renovations and stuff. So this time I was very excited and ready to get off the ship to see what Nassau had to offer with all of the new renovations and everything. So it was my first time actually getting off and being in Nassau, Bahamas. And the one free beach option that you hear most of when it comes to Nassau is Junkanoo Beach. So that is our first stop. We wanted to go ahead and head there. It's within walking distance from the port in Nassau. When you get off of the ship, you could just walk right on over there. It takes about maybe 15 or 20 minutes to walk there. It's super simple to get there and easy, and a lot of people end up going there that get off of these cruise ships. So even if you don't 100% know exactly where it's at, more likely than not, you can kind of just follow the group of people that you will be migrating from the ships to get out there to go to Junkanoo Beach. And along the way, we ended up actually stopping at one of these McDonald's that were there just to see if they had any different type of menu options, being in the Bahamas. And they did. They actually had chicken wings there at this McDonald's, and so we both got an order of chicken wings. You got 5 of them, and they were massive. Huge chicken wings. They were great. They were delicious. We couldn't even finish the 5 that we got in our meal. So we ended up giving a couple of the extras that we had to some people waiting in line. But it was delicious. It filled us up. So we were all good to continue on our journey to head up to Junkanoo Beach. And so we got out there, and it was beautiful, like walking up once we got there, like just seeing the waters and everybody. It's just so lively and vibrant over there. So we got to see the beautiful ocean, everybody playing and having fun, and there's these little bars and little places like right along the shoreline there, and so we stopped at one of those because one of the famous dishes to try when you're out in the Bahamas are conch fritters. So we got an order of the conch fritters and tried those, and they're absolutely delicious. It's very good. It's kind of like one of the must-haves when you go to Junkanoo Beach in Nassau, Bahamas. You gotta stop and get you some conch fritters. So we indulged upon those. And then we decided to go to the beach itself. We got in the water, swam around, had some fun. It was a really great time, just like a nice typical beach day in Nassau, just hanging out and, kind of mingling a little bit with some of the people that were on the beach and like the locals there and everything. So it was really nice. As we were walking through the port, there's like a lot of like vendors and stuff set up selling different things and shells and, handmade jewelry and stuff like that. And there was also this band that was playing, just playing some, of your typical island music. As we were walking through the port, and they actually grabbed my friend Chris and was like, "Hey, come and play with us!" And so they gave him a tambourine, I think it was, and had him out there with them, like playing with the band. So that was a really cool experience for him. Got to just kind of be on their side, and a bunch of people were complimenting him on his dreads, like they loved his dreads, and so that was a nice little connecting thing that he got to experience with some of the locals. Is talking about like his hair and how he takes care of it, and there's like a few different shops. We ended up buying some stuff like that's really good for your hair and everything. So it was really cool getting to kind of personalize more with some of the locals on that aspect. So we had a great time in Nassau, hanging out with the locals, mingling a little bit, having the conch fritters, getting to see Junkanoo Beach, swimming in the water in the crystal blue waters. It was beautiful. It was an amazing time. The weather was great. A+ for Nassau. It was a great port, and I highly recommend going ahead and getting off the boat. I know there's talk around the cruising community about, oh, don't get off in Nassau, or oh, they try to sell you too hard on, things. And I mean, yeah, like when you're walking walking through and there's all these booths with people, like, yeah, some people will walk up to you trying to, you know, sell you on things, or to, you know, like sell you bracelets or to braid your hair or something like that. But I mean, if you don't want the service, then you just say no and you keep walking. I mean, a lot of people don't like having to, you know, continuously tell people no. And I mean, we weren't bombarded like to an extreme effect, like some of the things that I've heard about people talking about the vendors out there. Like, it wasn't absolutely crazy. Like, and when we said no, like, that was fine. We never got any pushback or, like, you know, anything like that. So I mean, it was perfectly fine. It wasn't too much. And yeah. So we had a great time in Nassau, and then once we got back on the ship, we ended up doing the ropes course. And we were doing the ropes course like right as we were pulling out of Nassau, so it was super cool getting to like be way up there on top of the like cruise ship, like at the ropes course. It was so much fun. Like, but the wind is really heavy up there. Like, I mean, that wind is whipping because like there's really nothing blocking it because you're like at the very tippy top, like, so there's no walls or anything blocking that wind from getting you. So it's like you really got to put your trust in those harnesses that you're on and everything. But you know, everything went perfectly fine. We both got up there, did the whole course, and it was a super fun time getting to go out and actually do a ropes course that high up in the air. I loved the adrenaline rush of being up on the ropes course. It was amazing. I met DJ Maru on this day as well, and he did a great job. He was a good DJ, like getting everybody hyped as they came back on the ships and like different little deck parties and stuff like that. He was out there, you know, spinning the records and stuff, and I think he was really cool. He did a good job as a DJ on this ship. Then we hit the club again this night with the whole friend group and got out there, shook our groove things, and had an amazing time. Like we always did, stayed up till about like 2 or 3, shoot, maybe even 4 or 5 in the morning, and then going out and getting pizza after the club closed and just hanging out on the different little decks and areas. It was an amazing time, just getting to just kind of vibe and connect with everybody. Like, we don't care what time it is. We're out here having a good time, and we know the next day we've got another action-filled day at another beautiful port of call. Stay tuned next week for day 6 as we arrive in Half Moon Key, Bahamas, and we have us a fun shore excursion planned for this day. So everybody have a great rest of your week and do good, be good people, and until next time, peace.